Watches and Wonders starts tomorrow, if you're seeing this on the 8th of April, but we're filming it on the 5th of April. So Watches and Wonders starts tomorrow, because we should be uploading this on the 8th. And we have some predictions, some things that we want to talk about. But first, I'm not a watch expert, I'm just a watch nerd. So if you've got anything to correct me on, or if you really disagree with my predictions and you think I'm a moron, I want to get some Terry predictions as well. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, we are. Yeah, we are.
On the spot.
Yeah, I've just dropped Terry in it. He didn't know I was going to say that, but that's what's happening. Dude and dudettes. Watches and Wonders, obviously, biggest week of the year for us watch gremlins. And I've got a couple brands I want to talk about, a couple brands who I have some good predictions for. And yes, let's make it happen. First brand I want to talk about is Bremont. Probably nobody wants to talk about Bremont. I'm maybe being a bit mean, but Bremont, there's big things, big changes, big occurrences happening at Bremont. And one of the main reasons I want to talk about Bremont is because this is their first ever year at Watches and Wonders. And that's big for them because, well, it's their first ever year at Watches and Wonders. We have a British brand displaying at Watches and Wonders, and that's significant. I want to support them. I want to give them love. So, Bremont, what do I think you're going to do? I think Bremont need to lower the entry price into the brand. I think that's what they're planning to do anyway. So they're going to lower the lower boundary of pricing, probably to around $2,000, and they're going to start doing some field watches, I reckon.
Sounds like inside knowledge. So
I reckon Bremont's going to be doing some field watches. Yeah, that's pretty much all I want to see from them. I want to see some nice slimmed down cases for one, because they have some chonky boys, some smaller profiles, 38, 39 millimeter and smaller. In men's watches, I just want them to have a slightly different offering. I want them to keep the same aesthetics. I just want them to slim down and do some field stuff, really, because they've got some great dive watches. They've got some great chronographs and stuff. Yeah, slim it down. Give us some fieldy things, a la Christopher Ward. But, you know, it's really weird that Bremont's sort of living in the shadow of Christopher Ward now. But,
they've taken them.
Yeah, they have.
Bremont, but Christopher Ward have become a much more interesting brand.
Yeah, they are a much more interesting brand. Anyway, next I want to talk about Tag Heuer. I don't want to talk about what I reckon they'll do with the Aqua Racer, really, or the Formula One, because I don't really give a crap about either of those lines. But the Carrera is what I find the most interesting, and I'd really love them to do a glass box three-hand Carrera. Do I reckon they will? I hope so. Like a day-date three-hand glass box Carrera, 38 mil, that would be awesome. I'd love to see that from Tag. I think they've been on a roll recently with the Carrera line. They've been smashing out the park. The Dato, amazing. The glass boxes, amazing. The 39mm Carrera chronographs, beautiful. Give us a three-hander. Day-date. Or just date. Just date. They've got a habit of making things day-date. Just give us a date and I'll be happy. Or even be really spicy with it. Just three hands. No date, no day. Just a three-hand glass box. Are you brave enough, Tag? Are you brave enough? We don't know. Next, keeping it in the LVMH group, I want to talk about Hublot. No, I don't. I actually don't give a crap what Hublot do. They can do what they want. I reckon Zenith, again in the LVMH group. I hope update the Defy. I don't think they will, because they've just released some Defy tourbillons. I would love them to update the Defy though. I know that they're working on a 1,000th of a second chronograph. I've heard whisperings, because obviously they've got the Defy 21. It's a 100th of a second chronograph. It's bloody awesome. I've heard they're working on a 1,000th of a second. I want them to put the Defy 21 movement in a Chronomaster. In that case. That would be awesome. But other than that, I simply don't know what I'd like Zenith to do. They've got some really interesting concepts, but I don't think they'll really do anything with the El Primero, like the Revival or anything, because they've just done the triple calendar, the Chronosport they've done in green and stuff. I'm sure they'll have some surprises. I just don't know from Zenith. They're a bit of a dark horse. Next, I'm going to talk about Tudor. Tudor, obviously they've just done the piggy Black Bay Chrono, because it's pink with 2 little holes, so it looks like a snout. Ha ha ha. But the interesting thing there was the bracelet. I genuinely think they're going to be expanding the Tudor 5-link bracelet across some of the lines. I'd love to see it on the white and the black Chronomasters. I'd love to see it on the rest of that line. I'd also love to see the Tudor bracelet on the GMT. I think there's a chance that could happen. So obviously last year they came out with the opaline dial GMT. I'd love to see them do a black bezel GMT. I'd love to see them slim down some of those cases a bit, because some of them are chonky. So chonky. And I think there's a good chance that they're also going to do a polar dial Black Bay Pro. I'd love to see that. Maybe update the Ranger, because I'm not a big fan of the Ranger. I'd love to see it updated with some more sort of pro-esque type features. They could make a Ranger GMT. I think that would be sick. A Ranger GMT would be really sick. Maybe bring out a smaller version of it. That would make it way more attractive to me. I'm just spitballing at this point. One thing they definitely need to do in their product lineup is update the Black Bay 58. It's a great watch, but it needs some new updated quality of life features. Give it a T-fit clasp. It's not going to be a whole new product, but it'll be an update to bring it in line with the 54, because that's a reason why the 54 is so much more attractive as a product than the 58. It has those modern quality of life features. Other than that, I don't know what I'd like to see from them. They're going to be doing some stuff with the Clederos. I have no idea. Expanding the product lineup, making it cooler. I think we're going to be seeing some in-house movements in the 1924. We're going to be seeing in-house movements in the Royal, I probably think. And I genuinely really think we're gonna get an updated Black Bay chronograph, or a new chronograph from them, which has an in-house movement. Because at the moment, the chronographs use Breitling movement. It uses a variant, a Tudorized version of the B01. So yeah, that's what I would really like to see from Tudor. What about Rolex? It's a good question. Rolex are always really weird and interesting at Watches and Wonders. Either they do nothing of real note, or like last year, they actually did quite a lot of note. So one thing that's been massively theorized is what's happening with the GMT Master 2. I have no idea. I have no clue. Do I think they could get rid of the steel blue-red bezel Pepsi? I think there's a good chance. The failure rate of making those bezels is giant. Only 1 in 20 bezels pass QC, which is mental. 95% of bezels fail quality control at Rolex. And it's just not very economic. I definitely think it's staying around in the product catalogue on white gold. I just think there's a chance they get rid of it on steel. It's really difficult, and it's causing them loads of issues. I would love to see them revive the full black bezel GMT. That would be awesome. I would love to see that. I would love to see them slightly expand the Rolex 1908 catalogue. Obviously, it's beautiful with the small seconds as it is, but would love to see some sort of, I don't know, moon phase, dual time. A moon phase would be amazing. They used to do a moon phase on the Cellini. I thought it was awesome, and I would love to see them do that sort of slightly more high horology type thing again. I think the Sky Dweller overall in their product catalogue is due a bit of an update. It's been relatively unchanged for quite a while now, except they changed the numerals, and yeah, I think it's due a bit of an update. And I also think they're going to be doing some stuff with the Submariner, because it's been pretty much unchanged for a couple of years. So I have no idea what they're going to be doing. I just want them to do something, because the Submariner is just a bit boring. My dream from Rolex is, we've seen their take on an annual calendar. I'd love to see their take, obviously with the Sky Dweller being their annual calendar, I'd love to see their take on a world timer. What would a Rolex World Timer look like?
Pretty awesome, I reckon.
That's what I'd love to see from Rolex. Do I think it's going to happen? I think there is a 0% chance that's going to happen this year or next year, or the year after that, or the year after that. 0% chance. But a man can dream. Terry, what do you think is going to happen from any of these brands?
I'd like to see a sports model from Patek Philippe.
Oh, Patek Philippe. I haven't even talked about them. Yeah, and a steel.
Yeah, I reckon you steel sports.
Yeah, but they don't want to be known as a steel watchmaker. So I doubt that's going to happen.
Maybe some thinner Tudors. Thinner Pelagots would be nice.
I would love them to thin some stuff down, because they are chunky watches. Great build quality, phenomenal build quality, but most of them wear significantly larger than their dial size would imply. What do you think Grand Seiko is going to do? I have no idea what Grand Seiko are going to do. Again, they're always a bit of a dark horse.
Every Grand Seiko looks the same.
Yeah, they tend to concentrate on sports models with, whenever they do dressy models, they're not really high horology, they're just like three hands. I'd love to see them tackle things that aren't just time watches, or things that aren't just, or time only, or time and date, or chronographs. I'd love to see Grand Seiko tackle an annual calendar. I'd love to see them try some new things and expand the complications in their range. Like a Grand Seiko moon phase. A Grand Seiko moon phase would be sick. That's the video. That's what I think is going to happen. From tomorrow onwards, we're going to see what's going to happen. I'm excited. I want to know. I'm very excited for Watches and Wonders, and from tomorrow onwards, we're going to try and do a video a day, sort of rounding up, talking about the different releases of that day. So we'll see what happens. I'm very excited. We're only going to talk about the releases that we're interested in, obviously, but we'll try and get a range of topics and stuff. But what do you think we're going to see at Watches and Wonders? Pop down into the comments, let us know. I'm genuinely super excited and super interested. And whilst you're down in the comments, why not like the video? Because that makes us very, very happy, doesn't it, Terry?
Makes me very happy.
Why not subscribe? Ding that bell icon so you never miss another video. And we've also got a join button because we've got channel memberships. And next week, we should have a new set ready-ish, mostly. And we're going to start doing some channel membership perks, which we will go into in more detail next week, I promise you. But if you really just want to support us, you can click on that join. We've got a couple different tiers, and every single tier gets shouted out at the end of the video. So thank you to our channel members, Greg Jordan, who was our first member, and what should my artist name be, aka Ivy. He requested the bit to be put on the end because we take requests because we care about you. So thank you very, very much, guys, for all the support. And everyone, watch yourselves.